Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I want to talk today about the economic conditions we're in, and we're moving from the winter into the spring, and it's very interesting. Well, actually, you know what? This is being filmed in obviously February. You guys are seeing this in February, which should be the super cold time of the year. But here in California, we're experiencing much warmer conditions than normal. And I think that's a very interesting thing because this going from winter to spring in the economic, anything with economics, when people are outside and they're happy, they tend to spend more money, right? They also do more things. However, recently we've been hit with all kinds of things from supply chain issues to massive inflation. Obviously, everybody, being sort of kept indoors, separated from each other. And this last spring, we saw this explosion in growth as compared to the year prior because people thought they were getting out of this thing. We were opening back up, businesses were opening. People couldn't wait to go on vacations. They couldn't wait to build homes, build fences, get back to life, right? And that caused a massive supply chain crunch. Well, what I believe is happening now is something that's going to be much worse than last year. Again, we're opening up and people are going to want to get out. And here in California, obviously we have a horrible drought going on. And even though we get like a bunch of rain and everyone goes, oh yeah, our numbers are great now, it's not. In the grand scheme of things, the numbers aren't great. And California still produces so much food. And it's such a vital part of this nation's economy that when it gets hit hard, the nation tends to get hard. We saw that in real estate when the real estate bubble popped in 2008. California led the charge of completely, home prices being decimated. Well, now here we are, even in worse of a condition as far as the drought's concerned in California, and we have these warm, beautiful days. And things are looking up. People are starting to wake up and they're getting out. They want to go on vacations. I know the rest of the nation is still under these huge winter storm events. We're seeing, huge storms in the United Kingdom, things like that. But the point is that pretty soon, in the next few weeks, we're going to see people start to emerge from their homes and start to want to live life again, as we're seeing the collapse of all of these, hopefully, the mandates and all of that stuff. We're going to see people try to get back to normal. Now, here's the problem. We are in a position right now where the world still has not recovered from the supply chain crunch of last summer or last, spring, summer. But people are going to want to get back into living. Give you an example. I went to go buy some tractor implements the other day, and tractor implements are up about 100% because of not only the cost of steel, but sheerly because they can't get the products in, so they're just going to run the prices up. And it's one of those things, well, do I want to get the job done, or do I want to wait a year or so, for prices to normalize? And a lot of people are saying, the heck with it, just give me that stuff. We're also seeing a lot of food shortages, things happening right now with the chicken population. It's just now hitting America, but all over the world, from Asia to Africa, we're seeing, the bird flu come out and things like that, right? So we're seeing issues with the food supply, and I believe that it's going to actually get worse because we already now have a problem that we had from last year, and now it's about to get compounded, okay? And before I go any further, I want to thank the sponsor of this video. This is a video that's being sponsored by Element Nutritional Sciences. The stock ticker is ELNSF, and it actually plays into the storyline today, talking about what's going on in the world and where people are going to have to start saving money and things like that. And so we'll get to that in a second. But what we'll talk about is the actual people getting sort of prepared. The fact is, so many more people are awake now than they were in 2019 to the realities of economics, the fragile condition of the supply chain, and the just-in-time kind of, not just-in-time finance, the just-in-time logistics system that we have here in America. And still, America is the world's leader in many, many things. However, we're seeing the one thing that we're lacking on is logistics. Whereas, China is crushing it when they come out with all kinds of products, now just getting it off the ship in America is proving to be a very hard thing. We're seeing all kinds of spoilage going on with fruits and vegetables, food products that are coming over from overseas because they can't get offloaded fast enough. We're even seeing shoes that are showing up in the store with mold because the little packets of silica gel aren't enough to take in all of that added time on the ocean and all of that added moisture. So to say that the logistics chain is broken in this country is an understatement. And the problem is it's leading to higher and higher prices and more shortages, all right? So we saw a mad rush into vitamins and supplements way back when this entire thing started. I'll tell you, for one, I personally ran out and got a bunch of vitamin C and vitamin D and literally had a year's supply for my family. And we have now replenished that, and we have to go out and get it more. We are seeing right now senior citizens, as prices rise, they're on a fixed income. Even though the little pittance they're getting in the additional amount of Social Security, that's nothing compared to the amount of real inflation that's going on right now. So what do people do? Well, they try and look to save prices wherever they can. So that's going to bring me into what I want to talk about with today's sponsor, because their company, and again, their stock is listed on the OTC. The ticker is ELNSF. It's Element Nutritional Sciences is the company. And what they do is they have a flagship product that is a plant-based neurocentrical product, and it's called Rejuvenate. To give you an idea of what Rejuvenate is, it's similar. It's a drink, a nutritional drink like Boost or Ensure. I'm sure you guys have heard about that. So this company has spent over 18 years and $20 million on R&D. They have secured shelf space just recently on all kinds of shelves all over the country. As a matter of fact, in the US, I believe it's something over 16,000 stores right now. And to give you an idea of a couple of the stores that they're currently in Sam's Club, Walgreens, and CVS. So they're hitting the big players right now. They're getting distributed all over the place. And it's an interesting thought, when we're talking about investing in stocks, and just, for full clarification, I do not own this stock, okay? I saw this, they came alongside and said, hey, we're interested in you helping spread the word about our company and also supporting what you're doing, trying to warn everybody. And I really appreciated that and said, absolutely. And it gave me I was thinking, I'm like, well, how do you talk about a company that's coming out with this supplement drink? And I go, well, actually, there's supplement drinks everywhere right now. The supplement drink industry is absolutely massive. Well, you couple that with a company that's coming out with a plant-based product, and guys, the plant-based industry is exploding. I don't know if you've been seeing, but the world is wanting to shift to more plant-based products, not only for our food, but also for all these other things. The whole green initiative is absolutely massive, and there's going to be more and more advertising about it, eco-friendly, all types of things. It's just getting bigger. Whether you like it or not, that industry is rapidly growing. Now, the product that they sell, it was interesting. I saw a chart of the comparisons because they put themselves up against the Ensure brand and Boost. And I was seeing that the protein is higher in their product. The sugars, there's 0 sugars in it compared to these other products that are very popular. Ensure and Boost, they have sugar. And then the calories are less than half. So it's interesting. In a time where people are becoming more, they're waking up to the reality of we have to take care of our bodies. With all of the sickness that's been going on, we need to ensure that we have the right amount of vitamins and nutrients in our bodies. And also, there's a lot of people right now that are starting to straight up supplement full meals with drinks. I'm noticing it a lot. I have a friend that actually went out and bought a program that 1 or 2 of their meals is just a drink. It comes in a drink form. And he says, yeah, this is perfect. It's like a balanced meal. I have all my, vitamins and minerals, and I'm good to go. And I'm starting to see more of a trend with that. So I saw this and I went, well, that's a pretty interesting point. And then you look at companies like Monster Energy drinks, those things, they absolutely explode if they have the right marketing behind them. So I thought, okay, this could be a good way to, tell people about some different stock company that they've never seen. Again, like I said, I've not invested in it, but it is interesting where there's companies that are out there leading the charge and trying to get ahead of the curve. Now, let me get back to the economic situation. I believe that not only are we going to see more inflation, but we're going to actually see transitory hyperinflation. We've already seen it last year in lumber. We're gonna see it again in lumber here pretty shortly. And I believe that we're gonna see it in a lot of food products. I got a comment from a subscriber just a couple days ago that said that eggs, after I'd done the video on the bird flu that it hit the East Coast, they said that eggs have gone up 50% in their stores since this whole thing started in the past 6 weeks. And I believe that is just the beginning. And we're gonna see tons of prepackaged foods that are gonna get affected hard in the next 6 months because not only the supply chain issues, but because of all these birds getting the bird flu. The facts are that it was Tyson Chicken said that they just found 240,000 chickens infected with this bird flu, and it's getting worse every day. Eventually, they're gonna have to start killing off these populations of chickens because they don't want it to spread anymore. So what's that gonna do? That's not only gonna cause chicken to go up, which is protein, right? Which is what these drinks are, main ingredients. What they're really pushing is protein and vitamins, but you have the cost of eggs. When the cost of eggs skyrocket or you can't even find them, prepackaged foods are going to get hit so hard because there are so many prepackaged foods with eggs in them. So I want people to realize that. And I'm always really big on telling people, guys, prepare now because I think things are gonna get nutty. And I still believe that. So I wanted to bring this stock to you guys. I thank Element for sponsoring this video. This really helps me out because I'm able to spend more time trying to find the good news for you guys and ways that we can absolutely crush it in this market, and less time out there working my tail off. I'm working it off a different way now. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.